Hey everyone, I'm Vivi, and today I'm going to go over my top 10 favorite Psychic type Pokemon. So as you all know, Psychic types are one of the strongest types in the entire game, and they were probably the strongest type ever in Generation 1, because for some reason they programmed it to have no weaknesses. Well, they fixed that in later gens, but these are the 10 Psychic types I like the best, so I hope you enjoy. Number 10 is Jirachi. Okay. I only like Jirachi because of its movie. That was adorable and it made me cry. Like, I watched it years and years ago. Like, I wasn't even 10 yet. And the ending was so sad and it kind of broke my heart a little bit. I did actually cry. I remember crying at the ending. Like, Jirachi was just so cute, and Max and Jirachi's friendship was so sweet. I loved it so much. But aside from that, because it's a mythical, you can't really use it in the games, and I don't really have an opinion on its shiny because it's not that great. Well, I guess that's my opinion. And that's basically all I have to say. Number 9 is Gardevoir. I've talked about Gardevoir before, so I'll make this quick. But basically I like its typing and its Mega and its shiny Mega. I need that thing. I wish it was permanent, like, because that's amazing. Although, I really don't like the way that some people take Gardevoir. Like, that's really horrible, and it should never have ever have been made out to be like that. That's really disgusting. But let's not get into details. I do like Gallade as well, but it's just like Gardevoir's better, and plus Gardevoir was made the generation before it. Even though I technically started with Generation 4. Technically. Number 8 is Victini. Victini is really, really cute. It looks like a fusion of like Jigglypuff and, what was it again? Pikachu or something? But it's got little wings. Actually, I don't think it should be a Psychic type. I think it should be a Fairy type, to be honest. It looks more like a fairy. Well, a lot of mythicals look more like fairies than Psychic types. But at the same time, I kind of get why they didn't retype them, because they're mythicals. So like, what would be the point? They're already special. And I also think it has a cool shiny. I love its shiny, and it was really cute in the movie, in the 2 movies. I don't understand that. There's 2 14th Pokemon movies. Like, they're both basically the same, just that it's Zekrom and then Reshiram. Like, what's the point? But that's basically everything I have to say. Number 7 is Meowstic. I'm not gonna pick between the male and female because I like them both equally. Although this time I don't actually like their shiny forms. Like, it looks like they were peed on, like, or they look like snow cones with like lemon on them. But I like them as Pokemon. They're strong. They have really cool designs with like the eyes and their ears. And I really love them so much. Although, their ears are a bit long, aren't they? Although they have 2 tails, which is cool. 2 tails are always better than 1 tail. Or in our case, none. Why do we not have tails? Number 6 is Wobbuffet. Okay, you can all guess why I like Wobbuffet, okay? And I don't need to explain why I like Wobbuffet, so let's move on. Number 5 is Lugia. Lugia is an amazing Pokemon, okay? It's so beautiful, and whether or not it should be a Psychic or a Water type, it qualifies for this list because it's a Psychic type. So, don't do that debate in my comments, please, because I'm kind of sick of that debate. But, I agree, it should have been a Water type. But, you know, I do have a Lugia plushie. I'm too scared to get it because there'll be an avalanche. But I'll get it one day for Pokemon Quests. I love Lugia so much. It was great in the movie. That movie was awesome. One of my favorite Pokemon movies, if it wasn't for the first one and, this one. But, that's basically all I have to say. Number 4 is Celebi. Celebi's adorable. It's just a little onion and it's so cute. And you know what? You all know about the GS ball. Hang on, just let me, there you go. We all know about the GS ball, yeah. The GS ball was one of the most, like, plot-driven items in the whole anime, and then they just got rid of it like that, and it never came to me. But for those of you who don't know, the GS Ball was a golden Pokeball in the anime, and it was supposed to have Celebi in it, but they decided to give Celebi a movie instead, and they just forgot all about the GS Ball, and just, like, nothing ever came of it. So, like, what was the point? Though even though I wasn't even born at the time, I still get frustrated at that, because, like, I think they should have done something with the GS Ball. Could have done, like, a different mythical Pokemon or something. I know probably the Gen 3 ones weren't, like, designed then, but they could have done something. But anyway, let's move on. Number 3 is Espeon. Okay, like I always say, the evolutions get in these lists by default. And Espeon is definitely one of the best. Actually, it's the second fastest evolution. Did you know that? I really love all of them, but Espeon's one of the prettiest ones. I have a plushie of one. You can actually see it right here. I'm not going to bring it down, though, because, again, there'll be an avalanche. I also think Espeon Shiny is actually okay. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I kind of like it. Although I wouldn't choose it, because Umbreon is the best of them all. But, I also like it in the anime, the few episodes it's been in. It's always been so sweet and kind to all the other Pokemon, but it can also kick their butts. But, anyway, that's all I have to say about Espeon. Number 2 is Mewtwo. See what I did there? Mewtwo is one of the best Pokemon of all time, like, just ever. And I've always loved it. From the moment I first watched the first movie, I've just loved Mewtwo. Also, if you've seen it, spoiler warning, but if you've seen Detective Pikachu, you'll know that Mewtwo is technically the villain in it. Technically. He's like a side villain, I guess you could say. But that's all I'm saying. And that was really cool. I also love the fact that they linked it back to the first movie. I won't spoil that, but you'll see the link in the movie, and that was cool. So that's showing that this movie is canon with the first one, which I love. Which also means it's canon with the anime, because the first, I'm not getting into this. Also, I will agree it doesn't have a good shiny, but it actually kind of makes sense since it's a man-made Pokemon. So yeah, everything about Mewtwo is just awesome. Although, if it wasn't for a certain Pokemon, Mewtwo would be number 1, but unfortunately, I think you know where this is going, there's just one Pokemon that is better than Mewtwo. Number 1 is Mew. Okay, you all knew this was coming. Mew is the best psychic type of all time, and that will never change. I love Mew so much. From the moment I first saw it in the first movie until now, I just love it. And you've all seen my plushie of it. That's one of the best plushies ever. Although my opinion's kind of changed. I might make another top 10 favorite plushies. I might. But anyway, Mew is the best psychic type in the world. It's one of the best Pokemon in the world. I just love everything about it. And it has a great shiny. I want it shiny so bad, but you can't get it legitimately in the games. It's not fair. So, if you ever, Game Freak, if you ever make Mew illegally available in the games, please don't make it shiny locked, because that will just break my heart. And if you were able to get one in Let's Go, which I really loved. Although, the one thing I don't like, you follow it, but I don't like it when that happens. I don't know why. I just like it when the Pokemon follows you. But anyway, I don't want this video to be too long, but basically, Mew, you're adorable. Well, that was my list of my top 10 favorite psychic type Pokemon. Let me know who your favorite psychic type is. And please like and subscribe. And remember, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And I'm Vivi, and I'll see you next time. Bye!